Every once in a while, I catch one in the background. Like, you need to shut your mouth. What? This is your house? This is where you live. You think you got it fucking figured out at the cat house? Please bring it up. Jesus. All right.
Gun, obviously, different story.
And you logged out.
Yeah. I'll give him
Uh,
things about stuff. Can't join.
I don't know
Caught him
exact
hard,
time,
so
but
you make cut it off
off
with a fucking
prospect,
steak
I
knife
probably
and
hit
try.
prospect in probably about 50th.
This is general relativity field theory equation.
Do you guys, because it's
G
done different
nu
now, do you have
mu
to go to
8
the station and check all your
pi
stuff in?
GRQR over R squared,
Uh-huh.
whole bunch of other crap,
You do
sigma
that every
sum.
night?
Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Not, sometimes you don't go.
Cthulhu
Do a buddy
symbols.
here, turn this in, I'm
Yeah.
going home.
And then lieutenants clear us and say you guys can go home.
Okay, so you didn't, and what, do they make you wait till straight up 2, or do they cut you at 10 to 2?
Majority of the time, sometimes it's just up to the supervisor. The majority of the time.
And then you left,
Right then, yeah. And then I headed up 50th, going northbound.
how'd you get to 50th? Just down Prospect?
Spring Lake Station, take a right to go north, off Prospect, take a left to go westbound on 50th.
And then picked her up at Lincoln.
Out there, ish to the east, or something.
Any other traffic out there?
Yeah, that was the only car.
What about during the time that you had her stop for like 15 minutes?
That rook move right there is pretty good.
Was there a lot of
Good
traffic
enough to give
going
cards,
by?
but
Was
not
there any
all the
traffic
cards.
going by?
I think there was cars I could see as far as coming going west towards our direction.
No, they don't want to. They covered it up intentionally. Is probably why I picked
I
it
go
up.
crazy,
Yeah,
driving
look at
past
that
all the
thing.
time.
That's a hard thing because you can't necessarily say eye contact or the
Hang for a minute.
certain systems inside of here because there are ways to look at that. Like I said, that's a live cookie inside of there for reasonable doubt and other things like that. You know, like I said, this is the hard part. Every one of them that you ever see walk in here has that same look. If it wasn't hot right in there, and they might leave you in there for hours. Oh, well, a good 10 minutes anyways. That's what 10 minutes look like. We're still going? Yeah, we're still running. Beep beep. That's what I was trying to pull off when I was dealing. Yeah. Uh-huh. Inside. Well, it's the life of, even if you were innocent until proven guilty guy on there, I forget what it was. That was a good one on the net. I should be on camera over there. I was like doing stuff. Well, we'll find out when we get in there. I don't know if they were just jostling his balls, trying to get a fucking rise out of him because he was a marshmallow, or, yay, buddy, you need to pick it up a little bit because you're, give you a helping hand here. But he might have been married. I don't know. You got to look at the standard model for that one to be good. But, and, maybe it's just you talking shit about the cops and we want to stick your ass in the interrogation room because we're tired of your shit and we got it figured out. I mean, in terms of which way the rabbit roams around here, man, this thing is fucking wild. Whoa. Like I said, between me and you, that's all fine and well on the farm because I'm gonna slam your dick in the. I mean, you didn't kill her. That was the first bit of it. There's time on cost, paid differential. I gotta sit her in this chair until you and her can have a conversation, figure it out at the fucking Mormon house. That's really it. Because then Jody shows up in the interrogation room over here, and it gets lively about the training methodology of turning stuff back around. Because you know Jody would be that one in terms of the interpretation. Apparently here. On the incentive across the board, but it's not his fault when I look at 17 or even 2021 and I say something to the effect of that board out there is broken and it can't. Well, that's old hat, and in terms of what that kind of turns into, I mean, I still put you in a better energy space anyways, which might be the board over there at the Fortitude telling me stick you in the guard camp, but for what it is, which is the fucking meat grinder everywhere. By definition in the field theory. I wish I could bust you out my 90-day manual and be like, let's start Genesis today. Like, because it's out there, in-house, out-of-house, upside down, backward. And, well, that's the IH on the Cobra, right? You know, on any little squeak move, hand gesture that's clear for the differential right now, -1, +1. On the 45, it's fast, it's hard, and it's deep. Man, that's singularity. So hang on. I don't know. I could do what I could here from the Discovery Channel, TV, computer screen, realistically, but it's still Discovery Channel to those things because, you know, that's I'm trying to be neutral. Still its own off the hat clock thing, which, you know, it's why this is hotter and rich energy, well, engineering at least, for, well, I still have to factor next door. I mean, in any cell, there's a real bit of that. And so we start going to the prison systems, rapes, variables, on standards, would be across the board because, like I said, the best way you can get energy out of anything in there is to start to make those camps like an output on the mechanics books on stuff, because no matter what you're going to hit, every single one of those, when you displace them back into public, regardless, from this room or otherwise, or do you let them go on the standard hat, is why usually the First, Second, Third Amendment are all Carl Sagan condensed down to 1, 0, some black hole on. Well, IH right now is any heat vex coming up, right, on the hood. This thing be slammed out on a blackboard, on team schematics, or X's and O's by variables, and so it does turn into Terracotta Army. I'm perfectly honest. And I don't necessarily like that play on my end, because it starts to be a hard bar about, well, this is Jordan. So, you know, and you gotta plan well anyways. I'm not saying I'm built like a fucking brick shithouse over here. I'm saying I play the game. You know, I have to play that system in there, which gets a little nasty at the bar, usually when big guys like you are tearing down the board and making it impossible for a certain set. Now, like I said, a bit of the real world never hurt nobody. But, you know, a few more minutes. That's tough. Well, the Masons, I usually kick in their fucking door because I want to know what the fuck it is you boys are doing in here for future timelines on things, because, you know, when you go out there to destabilizing just local cul-de-sacs that makes this dude doesn't matter with some assholes with, I love the guns, I love Second Amendment, I love the protection of the rights, and then somebody walks out on the streets like they own this bigger than this fucking brother, but they don't even know this brother's out there. And it's a bitch, because, I mean, like, where do you need me? Hold his legs down when you cuff him? Because, you know what, don't hit him. Don't. Days. Hey, I get the protocol on the furry missile there. You know, you bang that thing in the door, because I told you I had enough of your shit. And usually the judge doesn't mind, right? You know, that's that fucking war zone over there. Also an interrogation. Well, he definitely took a couple minutes off of this one, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I need. Some of that interpretation right there from this side of the camera, I suppose. Lets me know what's out there and how to get in there and get in some glass. You know, start digging it out. Grab a hold of the Clydesdale and start plowing the field. Well, if I can get him on the leash, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be good when I'm like, I will unhook the fucking chain. Well, that is true. But, you know, it happens. It certainly does. See what happens.
You're fine. I wanted to say.
Yeah, take a break.
Oh, go